Uh-oh.
Yo, Density, where do I check how long I am muted for?
I don't know. Oh my god. That Zimmerman shit is so fucked. Holy shit.
Alright, guys.
Oh, I saw this. Oh, I saw. I think he's about to leave. I don't think he can talk right now. I was just gonna bitch for a little bit. Call of Duty World War II and Destiny 2 were 27. Oh, ouch. Wait. Oh, I thought he was talking about older Call of Duty games. Wait, does he think that new age Call of Duty is a dead game? PC gamers always have like the dumbest perspectives on everything. They think that like everybody, not to say that Asmongold is dumb. I'm sorry, I love him. But like PC gamers are always like, oh, you know, what's the most popular game in the world? Probably like Portal 2, dude. Like that's so popular. Like console games, nobody buys consoles. That shit is like dead as fuck, you know? Call of Duty is dead as fuck on PC. Yeah, sure, but that doesn't mean it's a dead game. Like, consoles are still a huge fucking market for video games. Oh, or you mean like adding it for PC on the launcher is like the dead game portion of it? Oh, never mind. That's fair. I understand what you're saying. No, that's fair. That like adding Call of Duty to the Battle.net launcher for PC shit. Because the Blizzard app is only on PC, right? I'm pretty sure. Time to do a dead game check. Here we go, boys. Call of Duty World War II. Compared to DayZ standalone. Who is more dead? Oof. That's going to be still twice as big as the DayZ standalone, so. I always thought the PC market was far, far behind consoles, but they're catching up. Kind of. So the big meme. I would be curious to see this broken down. The big meme is microtransactions. Holy shit. I said it a year ago. I think I said it 2 years ago, and I will say it again. Microtransaction-based systems are here to stay. It has been a massive resurgence of wealth into the PC gaming community. It's fucking insane how much money these companies have made with this shit. Take-Two Interactive. Like, if we go back to 2016 January, even after a huge blip, I'm not sure what the fuck happened, but like for this is like 120% gain like year after year. And even after their big blip, if you bought this shit like a little over 2 years ago, you're up 236% on the stock. This is fucking insane. Same thing with mobile games as well, collecting that bumping up that ARPU, average revenue per user, bumping those numbers up when they can collect more and more money from whales and selling cosmetics and shit. That shit is just printing fucking money, dude. Do you think the loot box / microtransaction hate jerk is justified? Yes and no. I would argue that loot boxes and microtransactions are inherently a positive thing. Basically, if a customer wants to give you more money for cool shit, they should have the option to do it. You want that, right? You want them to be able to do that. The problem, though, is that companies have abused the fuck out of it so much that the hate jerk is kind of justified. Like, how many hundreds of hours did you have to play Battlefront 2 to be able to play Darth Vader? Like, So I mean, like, if you abuse, it's kind of like advertising there, right? Are website ads an okay thing, or do you think people hate them too much? Well, yes and yes. I like, you know, I can see both ends of it. Like, website advertising is important and it's vital to the infrastructure of the internet, unless you want everything to be subscription based. However, when you have like pop up fucking videos and shit, or pop under videos and shit, well then, I mean, I can understand why everybody fucking hates your shit, you know? The gambling shit is what I don't consider fair. If it was a straight purchase system for cosmetics, I've got no problem with that. I have a hard time dealing with that because I fall very hard onto an anti-gambling side. I hate gambling. I hate gambling. I hate credit cards. There's a reason why I've never taken a skin sponsorship. I have never taken a gambling sponsorship, and I don't even promote like my credit card referral shit on stream. I hate all of that shit. I'm really uncomfortable advertising that to an audience of people that are, to anybody. I just don't like any of it. I hate that shit. You wanted to legalize gambling in Nebraska? Hell yeah, that shit should be illegal. But the problem is that in Nebraska, we get fucked because, in Nebraska, gambling is illegal because it's degeneracy, because we don't like it when people gamble. So what they do is they literally drive fucking 10 minutes right across the state line, and then, hey, how convenient. There's a massive fucking casino right here. And you know what? I'm willing to bet that if I could zoom in on the fucking license plates, which we probably can't, 80% of all the fucking cars here probably going to be people from Nebraska. This is in the city of Council Bluffs. Council Bluffs population. 63,000 fucking people, okay? Can I even look for metropolitan area? Does it even have a metropolitan area? The Omaha Council Bluffs area is about 1 million, with most of those people coming from the Nebraska side. So that's why I think gambling should be legalized in my state. But I just don't like the concept of gambling. I'm not comfortable promoting it. And I think that most people that get involved in gambling and credit cards are doing so irresponsibly, which is why it makes me uncomfortable. Does my hate for gambling come from working in the casino? No, I just think that gambling and credit cards are just attacks on dumb people, pretty much. It basically abuses people's financial illiteracy. In my opinion, that's most of the time. It seems like that's what it does. So, should the government step in at some point? I don't know. Probably not. I'm not really comfortable with the government telling somebody if they can or cannot gamble. That's. Whew. What about people who use credit cards responsibly, like the way they're meant to be used? Well, I don't even know how they're meant to be used. I use it for points. I mean, like, I feel like if everybody used credit cards like I do, the credit card companies wouldn't exist. They just wouldn't sell credit cards to people because they wouldn't make money off of them. Maybe, I'm not sure. I don't know how much money they make on transaction fees versus like interest paid, but like, yeah, I don't know. I think that most people, well, I mean, we can look it up actually. Average credit card debt, America. Americans may soon have as much credit card debt as they did during the Great Recession. The average U.S. household owes $16,000 in credit card debt. $16,000 at credit card debt. So that's that good. That's that 25% fucking bullshit debt. That's that big debt. That's a lot of fucking money. I would be uncomfortable having, if I had $16,000 in credit card debt, I would be uncomfortable with that. And I know that I make 10 times more than a lot of the people that carry this much debt around. That's insane to me. Holy shit. Well, dude. My uncle, I think that my uncle makes if I had to guess, I think my uncle makes around like 20,000, 25,000 a year, maybe a little bit more than that. My uncle makes around 25,000 a year. I was trying to help him sort out some of his stuff, okay? I was trying to help him sort out some of his bill stuff, and I asked him to put together all of his credit card shit. Do you know how much credit card debt my uncle has, who makes about 25,000 a year? My uncle has over $35,000 in credit card debt. Every time he gets up to the limit, they keep bumping up the shit. So he's just been making minimum payments on it for like his entire fucking life. This shit is ridiculous. How do you even let somebody have that much credit? And like this dude is getting old. Like he's having chest pains now and shit. He's not going to be able to work for much longer. My uncle, like he's got to drop dead soon or else he's literally fucked. Like I don't know how the fuck I have no idea how the fuck he pays off that shit. Like there's no fucking way, dude. How do they expect to get the money back? They'll probably ding his estate when he dies, because you have to pay debtors from your creditors. You pay creditors if you lend somebody, you're a debtor, right? So your estate is liquidated, right? And it'll probably pay off. But I'm sure he's probably paid them back more than he's taken out in interest at this point too, you know? Is that skewed by richer people? What's middle class / lower class debt look like? That's a good point. Maybe the $16,000 number is way too high, especially because this is average and not median. It's possible that there's a disproportionate amount of this represented due to very wealthy people having a lot of credit card debt. That's possible. I wonder if we can find. According to an analysis. Let's see if we can dig into the analysis. Destiny, I would think the opposite. Yeah, that's true. That's a valid, two competing hypotheses now we have. So one, maybe credit card debt is overrepresented because richer people can have more credit card debt, but another possible hypothesis is that richer people don't actually carry any credit card debt, right? Like I have over $100,000 in credit that I can use. I don't have any fucking credit card debt. I pay that shit off every fucking month. No fucking way will I ever float. And actually, that probably sounds like it would be more likely. If you make a lot of money, why the fuck would you ever float an interest rate of 25% plus? That shit is fucking retarded. I can't imagine anybody that has like a decent income would actually float credit card debt. That would be fucking so stupid, right? I would be really interested to see the breakdown actually now. I wonder if it... Look at it relative to income, Destiny. Looking at flat debt doesn't matter. It depends on what percentage of income is shared against debt. Do you have a number for that? Which of the following contributed to you going into credit card debt? Select all that apply. Spending more than I can afford on unnecessary purchases, paying for non-medical emergency services, paying for necessities not covered by household income, paying for necessities. What is a non-medical emergency? I guess like your house or a tire or some shit falling off your car. Paying for personal medical emergencies is 17%. Cash advances. Holy shit, guys. Please don't do that shit. Oh my god. Don't ever get a cash advance. What is a cash advance? A cash advance is I take my credit card out and I say, okay, I need $1,000 cash. And I can go to an ATM, right? Can you go to an ATM? And I withdraw $1,000 and you get charged, bam, an upfront fee for that cash. And it's brutal. It's brutal. Whatever it is, we can look at it, right? Cash advance fee, Chase, Sapphire, Reserve. I wonder what is it, do you think? Details about cash advance fees and terms can be found on the Schumer box for the credit card. Here's an example from the Chase Sapphire Preferred. It shows that the APR for a cash advance is 19.24% compared to 15.99% for purchases. So you're looking at a higher interest rate, a significantly higher interest rate. That's like 35, 40% greater almost. The fee is $10 or 5%, whichever is greater. So that means that if I were to take out $1,000 in a cash advance, I'm already paying 5% right up front as a fee. Right up front as a fee. I've already lost 5%. And now if you pay it back over time, like, yeah, so it's a horrible fucking meme. You literally just you're just setting money on fire. Have you read up on payday lending at all? What's your opinion on it? Horrible. Dude, there's so many predatory... If you want to make money, dude, just go fuck poor people. It's so good. You want to fuck rich people? You're getting fucked. Bernie Madoff or whatever. Madoff? How was that guy's name pronounced? The Enron dude. You fuck rich people, you're going to get fucked. You want to fuck poor people? Well, fucking open a store and do it. You can fuck poor people out the ass all day long, dude. That payday advance shit, my dad used to do that every fucking week. He would go to the payday advance store. My uncle was getting caught up in that shit. In title loans. Holy shit. That's the first time I ever bailed my uncle out of a financial shit. I couldn't even stand to look at it. He thinks he's getting a good deal. My uncle owns a ton of World War II guns. From both World War I and World War II. So a lot of exotic rifles, French, Italian, Japanese. So what he does, he takes a rifle worth $500. He goes to a title loan place, gives them the rifle. So it's a secured loan, okay? And then what they do is they'll give him a loan for $500, and then the fee, because they don't... The funny thing is that they're legally required to show the APR, but that's not how they advertise it. They lend you $500 and they only charge you $40 plus interest. They'll charge you like $40 a month for that loan, right? And then you pay it back over time. But the thing is that like when you look at the APRs, which they actually did have posted in the fine print on the bottom, the APRs on these loans are like 350%, and it's published on the bottom. So you're taking out like a $400 or $500 loan, you're paying back your minimum payments, plus there's an extra $40 or $50 balance on top of it every single fucking month. That shit was insane, dude. When I saw that shit, I couldn't even fucking believe it. And he showed me one. He's like, "No, dude, I'm good for money because I get these loans." I was like, "What?" And I'm like, "Dude, this is horrible." And he's like, "I hope you're joking." And then he pulls this fucking wad of pink slips out of his pocket. And he's got like fucking 10 of these things. He's like, "Holy shit, dude, you're just fucking setting money on fire every month. You're just paying nothing. Like you're paying like $400 a month. It's not even an interest. You're not even paying interest. It's like for the fucking cost of the loan." Holy shit. Yeah, it's horrible, dude. I've legit seen adverts which have 1,400% APR in the smallest. Yeah, that shit is insane, dude. It is insane. Didn't we already kill the Jews for this shit? I'm just kidding. For usury or whatever. What's it called? Yeah, but like that, holy shit, dude. That shit is fucking crazy. God damn. This is what Hitler warned us about. Is refinancing your home worth it? That's a really complicated question that a lot of shit is taken into account, and I don't feel like going over it on it. You've got to take into account whether or not you got an FHA loan and you're paying like, because you could be paying PMI, something mortgage insurance. What does PMI stand for? Protective mortgage insurance? Something. But like you could be paying insurance on the loan, which isn't insurance on your house, but just because your loan exceeds like 88% of the value of the house, refinancing from an FHA to a conventional loan could get rid of that. You have tax purposes to take into account. I don't know if you can, I don't know the initial cost of like refinancing a loan, like the closing costs. I don't know if that's like write-offable or not in terms of purchasing a house and whatnot. You'd have to take into account how it'll impact your monthly payments. If your interest rate goes higher or lower, you probably never want to refinance with a higher interest rate. I would imagine. There's a whole bunch of shit. There's like a whole bunch of shit that that has to be taken into account for refinancing. Oh, payment protection insurance. Is it PPI? I thought it was. I'm pretty sure it's PMI. Private mortgage insurance. That's what it is. Sorry, PMI. Wait, this is for conventional loans? What's it called when you have like an FHA loan? To remove PMI or private mortgage insurance, you must have at least 20% equity in the home. This can change. I think so. I think on mine is like 78%. Oh, when the balance drops to 78%, the more mortgage. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of like random shit on whether or not refinancing is right for you. That's a whole. I love this quote, dude. They targeted gamers. Gamers. We're a group of people who will sit for hours, days, even weeks on end, performing some of the hardest, most mentally demanding tasks, over and over and over, all for nothing more than a little digital token saying we did.
Hoo, ha ha, hoo, he, ha ha, ello, me old chum.
Gamers are competitive, hardcore by nature. We love a challenge. The worst thing you did in all of this was to challenge us. You're not special. You're not original. You're not the first. This is just another boss fight. Oh, that's it. With an FHA loan, your PMI never goes away. You have to carry it through the life of the loan.
Boy.
But with a conventional mortgage, it drops off after a certain amount. That sounds like the right meme. I wonder if I pay PMI right now. I should know this. I need to check that shit. I don't even know what how much my fucking mortgage is for. Well, let's check. Hold on. Fuck, dude. That's some wasted fucking money, dude. You don't want to pay that shit. Woo! That's a big outstanding principal balance. I bet I do pay PMI. Fuck, I need to get rid of that. I should probably lump sum that down to the 80% or the 70% mark, huh? Well, we'll think about it later. Lease or buy for cars. I recently bought a car. I probably shouldn't have, but I really wanted it, and I bounced back. I don't like leasing. I don't know what the argument is for leasing. Maybe if you're rich. Have you read up on payday lending? Do you know how many people roll those loans over annually, though? I'm wondering because it seems like they're normally used for super short-term financing. I've heard some arguments to suggest that it would be more harmful for regional liquidity to not have them. So the problem, I don't know. How many people pay off payday loans? Or how many people roll over payday loans? Let's find out. Can we find this out? Because one of the big problems that people have, and this is what irritates me the most, a big problem people have when they analyze this types of consumer behavior, I say people, what I really mean are like fucking random dipshits, is that people, you can't assume a poor person is not going to be the beacon of financial wisdom, right? A poor person does not say like, well, I can see that if I weigh the interest rates between a credit card payment, a title loan payment, and a payday advance, that I can take a payday cash advance out for exactly $255. This will allow me to make my rent payment on time and to forego any type of late fee that would have exceeded the amount of interest that I'm going to pay by doing this payday loan. So I think that this is actually the optimal financial decision. I think that what's more likely to happen is I can't pay rent this much. What's the most I can get on a payday loan? This dude just gave me 700 fucking bucks. I'm probably going to blow 200 of that on some dumb shit because I'm going to go get something really nice to eat tonight because I just got a fuck ton of money, and the next payday rolls around and now I need to get another payday loan to bounce back. That's probably more likely what happens. That would be my guess. Yeah, that would be my guess. Today, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau issued a report on payday lending, finding that 4 out of 5 payday loans are rolled over or renewed within 14 days. That is a criminal fucking number, if that's actually true. Holy shit. The study also shows that the majority of all payday loans are made to borrowers who renew their loans so many times that they end up paying more in fees than the amount of money they originally borrowed. So that seems to support my hypothesis that poor people probably aren't good at spending their money.
OMG, hi, long time viewer, been watching since JonTron debate. Really love the memes here, especially the green dragon Yulul and the lizard. Hee 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 hee, the ice Poseidon laugh lol, hee 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 hee. The elf meme is funny too when chat gets you with it.
Nice. Remember, guys, the biggest tax on poor idiots in the United States is Twitch TV donations. Keep it coming, boys. You better be donating with them credit cards. Yeah, boy. Do you think poor people are just falling for the advertisement? Because the way you put it wouldn't sell it. What? The way... If you offer people... Okay, this is a basic... Okay, here is our fundamental economic truth to everything having to do with economics, right? People respond predictably to economic incentive, okay? If you offer somebody easy access to money, they will take it, okay? That's generally just a truth of life. Most people are financially illiterate. I could do a poll right now in my chat, and well, maybe not because I've ranted about this so many times, but for instance, here's an example. You can find a lot of people...
Soros pay bump coming through. Fuck you.
You can find a lot of people that will give you the advice of paying off your mortgage early, that if you make one extra payment on your mortgage every month, your mortgage will last 10 years shorter or will be reduced in length by 10 years. You can find a lot of people that would consider themselves financially literate that legitimately believe that's good advice, that paying off your mortgage early is good advice, even though it is some of the most financially illiterate advice you could ever give somebody, that it makes no sense if you actually have any idea what you're talking about to pay off your house early. It's like the dumbest advice you can ever give somebody, right? But like, so financial literacy is a huge problem. If you offer somebody access, also, so here are some fundamental truths, okay? One is financial literacy is a huge problem. Two, people cannot comprehend time. Nobody has any idea what time means. Nobody knows what time is. So if I offer you $1,000 at 15% interest over, some number of years, if you make $1,500 a month and I'm offering you $1,500 cash right fucking now, okay? And you got to understand, dude, when you're poor, the amount of money that you have is way less than what you might think, okay? This is a big problem. Middle class people have a really big problem understanding how money works for poor people, okay? If you're middle class and you earn $10,000 a month, if you earn like another $1,000 or some shit, here, okay. Let's say you earn $10,000 a month, okay? You're middle class. Your bills are $3,000 a month. If you earn another $1,000, your disposable income just went from $7,000 to $8,000. Okay, so like a 15% increase in income. It's not bad. Cool, sure. Okay, let's say that you earn $2,500 a month and $2,300 a month goes to like basic bills and you have like $200 left in spending money. You offer that person $1,500 in income, $1,500 in instant money. That's like fucking what? You just like almost like that's like an 8 times increase in what their disposable income per month is, right? Because poor people spend a much larger chunk of their money on necessary services than middle class people do. For middle class people, if you give a middle class person a little bit more money, it's probably not going to be a massive increase in their disposable income. If you give a poor person a decent bump in money, $500 to $1,000, that's a huge increase in monthly disposable income. Everybody's saying that that $10K a month isn't middle class. I mean, it really depends. A family of 4 living in a decent neighborhood making $120,000 a year is, depending on where you live, could be middle class. Where I live, it's probably upper middle class because land is so cheap. If you live in a more expensive place, I think that's fair middle class. $120,000 a year for a family of 4, one earner, 2 earner, it doesn't matter. That's probably decently middle class. If you live in a much cheaper place, it's probably upper middle class. But yeah. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of other things too. Like it's more expensive to be poor too. If you're wealthier, you can buy things that last longer, that are higher quality. I buy my Pixel 2 and it's gonna last me a long, like 4 months until I get bored of it and buy a new phone. But like it'll last me a long time. If you're cheap as fuck and you gotta buy some shitty fucking bullshit ass Android, you probably have to replace it more often. They break more often. They're shittier fucking phones. There's the boot, the working man's boot versus the poor man's boot or whatever. Like yeah, there's just a ton of shit. Being poor is just more expensive in general. Are you saying that poor people are just stupid for falling for the memes and that Stefan was right all along? To some extent, yeah. But instead of saying stupid, you'd say less financially literate, right? Yeah. That's the way I have a huge problem with how fining works. If a poor person gets $100 speeding ticket, it's way more. Oh, yeah. No, dude, 100%. If I got pulled over in my little shitty fucking 96 Dodge Neon, if I got a speeding ticket, I'm fucked for like 3 months, dude. You hand me a fucking $100 bill out of nowhere, I am fuckerino, cappuccino, pappuccino, hoppuccinoed. Holy shit. It's like, I'm so fucked because everything is so fucked. Like, I have to start picking like, okay, well, which bills can I fall behind on without my shit getting shut off? Like, you can probably fall behind on your cell phone bill like a month. They don't usually, they did, or at least back in my day, they didn't shut that off off immediately. They'd usually let you float like a balance on that or whatever. And you'd have to start playing bullshit ass fucking Jenga games with your finances to think like. But nowadays, like I can go to fucking jail. It's not even a big deal. I post bond. I don't give a fuck, right? We're good. We're Gucci. The way that fines work is horrible in the disproportionate income. People are bringing up Finland now where they actually scale it to your income. But yeah, fines are horrible in the U.S. Like I can break more laws just because I have more money. That's bullshit. That's ridiculous. It's so fucking stupid. Like why would that ever make sense to anybody, right? That me and another citizen that have the same God-given rights or whatever the fuck you believe in, right? For both of us, I can break more laws than he can just because I can pay the fine. That's ridiculous, dude. Yeah, I don't know. Everything about fuck, man. Oof. Explain the mortgage thing. We've done this so many times on stream. Here's the thing, okay? If somebody wants to lend you money at 4%, you're never, ever, ever going to pay that money back. That's free money. That's free money, dog. 4%? You're going to give me money. Money, first of all, okay? First thing to understand about money is that money has a time value to it, okay? Remember when I said that people are bad at understanding time, okay? What does $100,000 mean to you, right? If I were to ask you, what is $100,000 to you? You can't, there's not enough information to answer that question, right? Because you need a time value attached to it. $100,000 right now, that's a lot of money. $100,000 over 10 years, that's fuck all, right? 10,000. Well, I mean, that's still money, but like.
The biggest tax on poor people is how much money I'm going to spend drinking myself to sleep. Butterfly after my favorite streamer says he is going to play a game and then doesn't. It feels
nice. So yeah, so time value is like really, really important. Time value is really important when you consider what money is. If somebody's going, so all money has a time value attached to it. This is why longer durations tend to have lower interest rates, shorter durations, higher interest rates, etc. Secure loans is unsecured. It's not really related to time shit. But if somebody's going to give you upfront, $500,000 for a house or $100,000, however much your mortgage is, right? And they're offering you that at 4%, okay? Hold on. Please explain why it is bad to pay off your house early. My economic engineering professor used to preach this meme, and he used to be the CFO of multiple businesses and was a stock memer. Okay, there is a caveat. Paying off your mortgage early can be good if you're fucking retarded, okay? So I'll grant him that. And most consumers, I would assume, are retarded. So maybe you could say, well, pay off your mortgage early, okay? The reason why paying off your mortgage early is bad is because for two big reasons. One, if you've got a mortgage at 4%, any investment is going to beat that. Why? Let's say that you have an extra $100,000 right now. Why would you pay off your mortgage? Why would you throw $100,000 into your mortgage to pay it off early when you could throw it into the market and get like an easy 7% return? It doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you ever do that? You're always investing that money. Like, do you think that I put all the extra money I earn streaming into my fucking mortgage? Fuck no. The bank gave me that money at like 3.5%. I'm never giving that money back. I'll pay that shit off and slowly I will draw that shit out to the end of the fucking earth. Because one, I get money on my taxes for it. Every single dollar that I pay in interest comes off of my taxes because I itemize my taxes, which a lot of people that have mortgages probably will. So that's one. And then two, I can make more money than that. Why would I give you $100,000 to save myself 3.5% interest when I could put that $100,000 in the market and earn 7% interest? I'm throwing away money at that point by paying it early, right? That's ridiculous. Yeah, and 7% is conservative too. Holy shit. But 7%, you should plan on conservative because markets fluctuate. Don't be fucking retarded. Markets fluctuate. 7% is conservative. Destiny, market with a 7% guaranteed return? Destiny, that's some fucking Bernie Madoff shit. Average return, stock market, history, United States. Beyond that, the long-term data for the stock market points to that 7% number as well. I don't know where your numbers come from, but yeah. So the average annualized return of the S&P 500 index was about 11.69%. Damn, from 1973 to 2016. That sounds a little high. But yeah, regardless. So like paying off your mortgage is just dumb. One, you're losing all the money that you would have gotten to save on your taxes because the interest rate that you pay, you get to deduct from your taxes. So one, you lose on the taxes, and two, you're literally throwing money into a mortgage that if you would put that money into the market, you would get a greater return on it. So sorry, Destiny is so wrong about that. What am I wrong about? The only exception to this is if you think you'll just waste all the extra money. Like, if you waste all your extra money, then I guess, yeah, pay off your mortgage early because you're guaranteed to make that savings. But, wait, is this guy just baiting me? Never mind. Not all countries have the interest deduction. Okay, I'm talking about the United States and maybe Canada. In different countries, it's going to be different. I'm sorry. Whoa. 2 really important points. If you just showed up on the stream and you've got your bank account open and your phone up and you're ready to make a whole bunch of life-changing financial decisions, let me remind you of 2 very important things. 1, this is a stream for entertainment. I am a video game streamer. I am a college dropout, okay? I have no formal financial training advice. I am not an accredited lender. I do not have any type of certified accounting bullshit, okay? I know fucking absolutely nothing about this in terms of qualifications. Do not take my advice over that of any trusted financial professional that you have spoken to. If you want to make big decisions regarding any important financial decisions you're going to make, you probably shouldn't be listening to a guy that can barely play video games for a living on his stream, okay? Don't do that, okay? Firstly. Secondly, if you do happen to take any of my advice without double checking with a financial professional, which would be highly ill-advised, please be aware that everything that I say only applies to the United States of America. I have no fucking, even though general concepts may or may not apply to your country, I have no fucking idea what your country is like. You might not have a stock market. Your currency might be the fucking Zimbabwe fucking whatever, and it's literally crashing every single second. You might be an idiot that has 90% of your net worth in cryptocurrency. I have no fucking idea what your unique financial situation is. Please do not take everything I say as gospel and run and make massive decisions in your life based on random shit that I've said. Okay? Okay. How much do you float in liquid assets? I don't fucking know. I just throw my shit in it. Everything I have is an ETF, is an S&P 500 ETFs. That's how much I know about invest. And then my fun money is in Bitcoin right now. That's all I do. I don't know fuck all about investing. I just know general principles, okay?
I just put 50% of my savings into Bitcoin. Thanks for the advice.
Whoa! We do not get... Nice job. We do not give dubious financial advice here. Destiny, if the investment doesn't work out, then you're double fucked. Firstly, okay, I am not advocating for you to put your money in risky investments. I'm talking about incredibly fucking safe conservative investments. If you pay off your mortgage early, that is the safest type of investment because you are guaranteed to make that interest rate return on your mortgage because you're just paying off a debt, okay? When I talk about investing that money instead of paying off your mortgage, I'm not talking about going down the street to your fucking friend Bob's garage fucking shop where he's inventing new radar technology or some shit, okay? I'm talking about buying broad funds, mutual funds that track the market,
I just lost
boring
$1 million
shit, okay?
Because I couldn't comprehend time and because you didn't warn me before. Thanks. See you in court, my dude.
Firstly, okay? So I'm not talking about any risky, crazy, dumb fuck investments, okay? Secondly, if you are defaulting on your home loan because you didn't pay it off early, that was a home loan that you should not have gotten, okay? Budget your shit better. People suck at budgeting their money. People are so bad at budget. It is amazing how brainwashed all of you motherfuckers are, okay? You guys are fucked in the head. Kanye West is right, okay? You guys are fucked in the head. I'm pretty sure I have the smallest house in my whole family. And I'm not trying to say this to brag about my income, just to show like the level of ineptitude, okay? I know that I make like twice as much as anybody else in my family, probably more than that. And if you visit my house compared to all of my other family's house, it's insane, okay? I have like my 2 bedrooms upstairs and my little base. My house is $150,000. Okay.
You're right on the interest deduction. However, on the 7% return of the equity market, there's no way you can guarantee yourself to make such a return. That number is from the bullish equity run of the previous years.
No,
will only yield 1 to 2%.
You're telling me that the bullish equity run, first of all, the past 2 years have only been like fucking 20-25%, which is huge, but not enough to throw off the entire fucking, estimates from all the years before. Obviously, the past few years have been bullish. We're probably going to correct soon, right? But no, I trust the historic stock market returns. These are like decked over like 70 years, okay? I'm going to trust that and say that you're probably going to continue to increase.
Why would I take advice from someone who invests in 3BF swords as fast as possible?
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, people get huge houses, dude. My mom and dad have like a $400,000, $300,000 house. I think my sister and her family just recently filed bankruptcy and lost their like $300,000 house. People have like fucking 5 new cars. Like, god damn, like you guys, people spend money on everything. People like, this has always been like my complaint of the average consumer. You guys make this much money and then your means of existence are right here. Not even. Your means of existence are right here because you're funding it with credit card debt, right? And it's like, And like, if I make more money, when I make more money, it's like, oh shit, dude, I made more money. That shit's going to my bank account, okay? But when you guys make more money, you're like, I made this much more money. I'm going to spend this much more money. I made this much more. I'm going to spend this much more. Like, people live like right at the fuck of their means of existence. Don't do that shit. Fucking stop. How many square footage does your house have? I don't know. My house is small as fuck, dude. I like my house, okay? My house has 1,506 square feet. What is the point of earning money if you don't spend it? It's ease of mind. That is the point of having a lot of money. Is that I like in where I'm set up, I can travel anywhere I want to. I could say fuck streaming and take a month off because you guys piss me the fuck off. If I do want to buy something nice, I can do it without having to take out a fucking loan for it. And then that's it. It's just ease of mind. That, in my opinion, that's like the most important thing that money gets you is ease of mind. I know that I can afford to travel. I know that I don't have to worry about any of my bills. Like, that's it. If you make more money, why would you bump everything up to the fucking right to the edge so now you're stressing about money again? Why would you do that?
Buy your stocks high and sell low, my dude's bonus meme. Stop using Reddit to look at Bitcoin prices. You can just Google Bitcoin price, you know.
Nice. Did you take out a loan on your car? Better fucking believe I did. You know how I knew? You know how I knew whether or not I should take out a loan on my car? I went there and I qualified and I was like, yo, what interest rate can I get? And he's like, I think I got like, is it like 4.5% or 5%? And I'm like, that sounds like free money to me, homie. Sign me up for that 72-month payment. I'm gonna be paying that shit off when I'm fucking 36 years old. I'll be making that final pay. They'll give me that last payment will be like $42 more, and I'll send that. I'll even send in the last check for $42. I won't even pay over. You better believe I will spread that shit out for as long as it fucking goes. Hell yeah. You want to give me a loan for less than 6%? I will fucking stretch that shit out to the end of the universe. I ain't paying that shit off early.
I'm thinking about investing about 60 grand into a baby blue Ford Compact. What kind of returns do you think I should expect?
Good luck, buddy. I actually have no idea what my interest rate is on my car, though. I don't know how to check. Fuck, I don't even know who I pay my fucking my car loan to. Fuck, how do I even look it up? Did you actually invest the money? Yeah, I throw all my extra money in my investment account. Where do you think my $10,000 into Bitcoin came from? Yeah, all of my extra money goes into it because I don't buy anything else. I'm a simple man. I have my keyboard that's like 10 years old, literally. Maybe older, actually. I got this shit before I got married. So this is older than 10 years old. I got my nice computers, which is work-related. Destiny, you're so wrong in all of this. It's so risky to invest when your money is already tied up in a huge loan. You're talking about not spending all the money you have go against your advice you're giving. All investments are going to be very risky. And the safest option is always going to be paying or your mortgage as soon as possible. You're just going to default and lose your home. Okay, dude. Good luck. This sounds like a... I'm trying to think of how to say this without being incredibly condescending. Your view of money is very shallow and very naive. All investments are not risky. Different investments carry very different levels of risk, incredibly different levels of risk. And you need to be able to acknowledge that if you want to be intelligent about the way that you spend your money. I mean, I'll say that much. And then, yeah. I mean, you can literally buy like you can buy would you say like a T-bond is risky? I mean, that's guaranteed money, dude. Destiny, yes, but all investments are going to have risk. It's risky to just not pay off your loan, dude. Sure. But I mean, you have to weigh that risk against everything. First of all, why are you on Punish Trigger? Did somebody ban you? Or did the bot censor you? I mean, everything you do in life is risky to some extent. Getting into your car is risky. I mean, like, I would argue that you are taking... It is more risky to pay off your mortgage than it is to... it's more risky to pay off your mortgage than it is to just invest your money. Like... Why do you buy a house and not rent? I don't really know. I'm not sure. I read a long time ago that it's better to buy if you stay in that area for more than 5 years. A long time ago, I had this idea that I wanted to buy a house and I wanted to like start collecting houses. So like I would keep my last house and then I'd keep this one and maybe I just like keep buying more houses or some shit. But now I realize that's fucking retarded. If I was going to rent a house, I'd leverage more. I'm not going to rent a fucking $100,000 house. It's fucking retarded. You buy something way more expensive and then rent that. So I sold the last house. I don't know if like renting is better than buying. I like the idea of owning shit that I have, I guess. Like, I don't have a landlord that can come and tell me what the fuck to do. If I want to masturbate on my walls, like Mitch. Oh shit. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. That just came out. I'm so sorry. I love every other streamer. I love everybody equally. I'm sorry. Fuck me. If I want to fuck with my house in any way, size, shape, or form, I don't have to worry about any bullshit. I can do whatever the fuck I want. You know, I don't have to. I don't know. I like having to answer to no one. That's the reason why I'm in houses always, is I don't like to have to answer to anybody. Fuck, I remember when we used to play DayZ in Aaron's apartment, I had the fucking cops calling me. Like 4 dudes were banging on the door. I'm like inside screaming, like, he's on the ground, fucking kill him, fucking knife him, dude, kill him. I'm like screaming, and these officers like pounding on the fucking door. So I like being in a house, like being able to scream. I like being able to do what I want. I don't want a landlord telling me what to do. I pay a premium for it. It's probably more expensive to buy a house than to rent a house, I would guess. Probably when you factor everything into it. So I do pay a premium for it, but I'm okay with that. Owning a house also means you get equity in the house, which is a huge benefit to renting without ever getting equity. Okay, I love you, and I love that you're contributing to the conversation, but equity in your home is one of the biggest bullshit memes in the history of the universe. And that's another huge meme that people will present. And I'm sorry, I love you, and I know why it sounds good, but it's like finance is not necessarily intuitive unless you look into it a little bit more. But the equity meme it's just a meme, dude. The equity meme is a huge meme. The equity meme is a huge meme. If we look at the amortization schedule on any home loan, you don't even have any equity in your house for like the first like fucking 10 or 15 years. And depending on how much you finance, like fuck, like 10 or 15 years is too much of an exaggeration, but can you explain the equity meme more? Why? I feel like we've talked about this on the stream before. Doesn't Rekfall have a video on this? 8 minutes.
Is that
long.
YOLO? So if you buy a 1 million house for a year, you end up paying 1.7 million. Okay, 1 mil house, you pay 1.7 million. But on the 700K,
I was taught in high school that house equity doubles every 7 years. Is that how it would work out? I'm not sure. I would have to look at like an amortization schedule to see if that's actually true. The amortization schedule has nothing to do with your equity. Your equity in your home is always 100%. It's the same as getting a leveraged real estate portfolio. Your equity is always 100%. Am I missing a term here? I was under the impression that equity is your assets less your, the fucking word for debt. Your assets less your liabilities. So if I have a $100,000 asset and I have a debt against that asset for $80,000, my equity is going to be my assets of $100,000 less the liability, which is $80,000. So my equity is 20%. I don't know how you could always say you have, well, but that guy used another term that I never heard before, so he might know more than me. The amortization has nothing to do with your equity. Your equity in your home is always 100%. It's the same as getting a leveraged, what is a leveraged real estate portfolio? I don't know what that means. Your equity is how much you own of the asset. A liability against that asset is purely debt, which is not a detraction from your equity. Your equity is how much you own of the asset. A liability against that equity is purely debt, which is not a detraction from your equity. But isn't it though? Because isn't the debt is specifically against your house. Like the debt is literally secured with your house. It's not like you've got $20,000 in random debt. You have like literally $80,000 that is against your $100,000 asset specifically. Like that loan, if you default on that loan, they take that asset. Isn't that? If you get into a conversation with investment somebody and they talk about the government defaulting on treasury bonds, you can instantaneously exit the conversation because this person is fucking retarded. Unless this guy literally has like caches of like medicine and gold and ammunition and shit in their basement, then you can take that person seriously. But Destiny, for example, let's say your house goes up in value. All of that gain is your gain. Well, of course, your equity is always 100% of your equity. Well, yeah, of course. Because it's your equity. That's like a tautological. If your house goes up in value, all of that gain is your gain. Well, of course, because the asset is increasing and the liability is not increasing. So the increase in the asset would cause an increase in the equity because the liability doesn't grow, right? Do you think investing in natural materials like gold and silver is a good idea? Nope. People that sell you that shit are always pushing an agenda. Fuck them. Those people are pieces of shit. If you want, you can look at the gold market over time. It's had huge gains and huge losses. Let me rephrase this. Personally, this is a reminder that you're listening to a college dropout video game streamer with no professional financial training and does not offer any professional financial services. Everything you hear here is at your own discretion. Do not be irresponsible with this advice. In my opinion, if you look at like gold price over time, people always say that gold is a good store of wealth. I don't agree with that. It's not. It fluctuates like a motherfucker. This idea that gold is like always rising or some shit, like if you listen to like the bullshit conservative radio stations, is some bullshit. If like, Jesus Christ, dude, if you invested in, fuck, all years. If you invested in gold back in 1933, you would have like doubled your money? Holy shit. That can't be right. That's horrible. It can't be this bad. Is it this bad? Anyway, yeah, this is not this is not anything. You don't want to what the fuck is this shit? This is not a good, I feel like I'm looking at cryptocurrency charts right now. This is not a good store of wealth, okay? This is even inflation adjusted. Yeah, this is not a good store of wealth. This is horrible, okay? Gold is anything than a hedge. I don't even agree that gold is a good hedge. You always hear the phrase, a hedge against inflation. What inflation, okay? The economy is not suffering this massive inflation. And when is it? Nah, I don't buy that. Nope, I don't buy that, dude. I don't like it. And silver can be even more variable. I don't buy this bullshit that precious metals are an important store of wealth. Fuck that bullshit, dude. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit, dude. What is this shit? Fuck that. Hell no, dude. Look at that shit. This is a fucking circus ride, dude. I'm looking at this is like some Ethereum shit. Oh, okay. Okay. So I understand more about your methodology, Triggered. Gold is probably a safer investment than bonds. So if somebody tells you that gold is a safer investment than treasury bonds, okay, this is somebody that cannot be taken seriously about anything, all right? So let me give you an example, okay? The safest store of wealth, if you think that gold is a good store of wealth against something like USD or treasury bonds, what you really need to say is your safest store of wealth is going to be medicine, food, and ammunition. Because what you're talking about is a catastrophic meltdown of the entire fucking world, okay? People that are talking about like, well, what if the USD fails? Well, what if all of a sudden, like treasury bonds aren't being paid back? If it's happening, if the United States of America is defaulting on its debt, you are in a post-apocalyptic scenario, okay? So shit is so fucked that at this point, you don't even want gold or silver. You want bullets, you want medicine, and you want food because you're going to be fighting for your fucking life. And that's going to be the only things that people are going to be trading with other people, okay? Like, you can't just say that bonds are a totally safe investment. The federal government is already like $15 trillion in debt and you want to buy more debt. There is no way you can know you're actually going to get any of your money back. It happens all the time, Destiny. It happens all the time? I'm sorry, in the 240 years of the existence of the American government, when have we defaulted on our debt? And also, your entire argument is destroyed by itself. The chances that your house will be totally fucking obliterated by a natural disaster, no matter where you live in the U.S., is going to be higher than the chances of the United States government, than the U.S. Treasury defaulting on the federal debt. It's not going to happen. If you're looking at that much of a doomsday scenario, then why pay off your house at all? What if somebody blows it up tomorrow? That doesn't even make sense. Or what if a massive fucking there's a higher chance that a massive pedophile ring will be discovered in your neighborhood that'll cause the price of your house to fucking plunge, and now and all the money that you just threw into your fucking house, you're like totally fucked. Destiny, when White House Republicans didn't pass a budget, but you weren't alive, you were alive then? You weren't alive then? Guys, we're taking a trip into the autism town. The United States has not defaulted on a debt, okay? We have not failed to pay back interest. Not agreeing on a budget or not passing a budget or something like that is not defaulting on the debt. These are way. If the United States were to default on its debt, okay, this is like a catastrophic, okay? We are talking worldwide economic catastrophe is happening if the United States or Trump has like been made the chairman of the Federal Reserve. Okay, we're in like huge problems if this shit is actually happening. Okay. Can you explain why it takes extreme catastrophe for the U.S. to default on debt as opposed to something else? Because the United States right now, the United States Treasury bonds are some of the safest investments in literally the entire world. Like Okay, triggered. I can't do your doomsday shit. You can sell gold to literally anyone. Firstly, there's so many fucking hilariously ironic things about people that buy gold. Firstly, 99% of the people that own gold, okay, you don't even physically have it. You have a fucking receipt. You got a piece of paper. Imagine my face when I don't have a USD to show. Imagine my face when somebody says, I don't want USD, I need gold because it's a real asset, and they don't even have the fucking gold. They have a paper. They got a piece of paper that says they have gold. Do you think that if the entire economy were to fucking crash so hard that USD became worthless, that your little fucking slip saying that you're owed like 15 billion or whatever the fuck in some state, 15 states, you don't even know where your gold is kept, that you think that you would actually... that you would even be able to get that gold back? Are you gonna get in your fucking car and drive down and pick it up? You show up with your shotgun like, hey, I got my gold slips here. I'm gonna need you to load that up in the trunk. Like, come on, dude. Okay. I'm getting triggered by triggered. What? I don't even know what we were talking about. I have my own gold. Good job for you, triggered. I'm very happy for you. But again, when shit goes crazy, I think the people on the block that have access to food, have access to medicine, and have access to ammunition are going to be the guys that have their shit figured out, right? Like if you're my neighbor and we're in the apocalypse, I'm just gonna walk over and fucking kill you, dude. I don't care if you have fucking gold. You need guns, you need food, and you need medicine. That's what you need, dude. Destiny, that is an incredibly simplistic view of gold, and you know it. It's not! Dude, no, you have the incredibly simplistic view. You have this dream. No, you can't tell me that I have the simplistic view. If we live in a post-apocalyptic scenario, okay, you want to be able to defend your shit. That's going to be, like, the important shit. This idea that, like, the entire economy has collapsed, and we're going to, like...
the social contract?
We're going to meet together in, like, the city square and be like, oh, well, well, here is my, my 15 pounds of gold that I have saved. I'm ready to exchange it. Like, dude, we're in the fucking apocalypse. I don't want fucking gold at that point. I want bullets. And people and armed men. I don't know. This idea that like gold is a good store of wealth for the apocalypse just seems like really silly to me. Like in a post-apocalyptic world, who do you want to be friends with in a post-apocalyptic girl? A guy that has like $1 million worth of gold, or a guy that runs a farm and has like an infantry, like has like guns and shit, right? Like, you can put gold nuggets in socks and swing them at dudes. Gold's not even a good metal for that. Gold is relatively soft compared to other shit. I'm literally going over this dude. I will sell it. across the nation. I will move to another country to sell off all my gold, and I am not worried about having to defend my shit because I will literally just leave. And people are going to build syndicates. No way one guy could survive his own. You need to run a syndicate to be safe in an apocalypse. That's just luck. Okay, but so in your world, the whole U.S. economy is collapsed, but somehow airplanes for consumers are still traveling. You're going to safely leave the country after the collapse of the U.S. economy. Like, what? I don't know, my dude. It just seems a little bit far-fetched to me. Do you invest in global or U.S. funds? I only invest in U.S. shit. All my money is literally in S&P 500 ETFs. That's it, dude. I'm not a... Well, and then I've got funny money in Bitcoin. Also, I don't want to brag, but I pretty profitably traded Twitter. I gamed that market. I made about 20% on my money in 3 months, doing some master trades. But yeah, that's what we got. Yes or no, gold is a hedge against inflation/recession. I don't think it is. Dude, if I'm wrong, correct me, okay? But let's look at it. Fuck. Historical gold prices. Okay, in 2007, there was a massive crash. So that means that we should expect to see, after the crash, it increases, I guess? But it doesn't seem to correlate with it at all. Like, gold was steadily increasing all throughout 2000, and then after the crash, it continued to increase, and then it started to randomly fall in 2013. Like, where are the correlations with the market? I don't see it. I could be wrong, dude. I fully admit I might be wrong, but I don't know. I don't see it. In 2000, okay, right at the beginning of 2001, shit changed. But did it? Nothing really happened in the market. Why is Nathan crying? What happened? Hold on, I'll be right back. 1 second. Wait, why were you crying? What happened?
Somebody called me a noob.
In Roblox?
Yeah.
Why does that make you cry?
Because they meant to say it to be rude.
Well, why'd they call you a noob? What happened?
I was sitting in the exact same spot that Darth Vader actually sits in, and then they just pushed me off that spot and called me a noob.
And then they took Darth Vader from you?
No.
Whoa. Did you walk back to the spot to get Darth Vader? Do you think you're being a little goofy right now?
No, you are being funny. I'm being serious.
I'm being serious too.
Somebody. No, you're not.
I am a little bit.
So, now that that's why you need to be safe on the internet, because there's bullies on the internet.
Because there's bullies on the internet?
Yeah. Somebody actually just called me a noob.
It's horrible.
Yeah, that's what who normal people normally bully in Roblox, noobs.
Well, you're not calling people noobs, are you?
No.
Okay.
But that guy just called me a noob.
Well, sometimes people on the internet are really mean, so...
Okay, I can talk to the young people.
Nope, you're done. I'm talking to them. We're talking about really boring stuff, too.
I want to talk.
You already talked. They heard your story. Okay, no, go upstairs. No, really, because I gotta finish this and we're gonna go eat soon, okay? shit. Are you serious? I have thought a lot about what I will do in a post-apocalyptic world, and you will never win this debate against me. I have made all my investments to line so I could survive the U.S. collapsing, and gold is literally the number one best investment for this, I promise you. Okay. Yikes. Isn't it a good idea to invest a bit outside the U.S.? There are markets where economies are growing at like 10% annually, Southeast Asia. Yeah, no, there probably is. I don't know anything about it. But emerging markets are probably a huge place that's like ripe for awesome investing. But I don't know anything about it, and I don't like to put my money in places that I don't know fuck all about it. So yeah. Please explain why a bank would invest 3.5% in you instead of an easy 7%.
Sorry, your kid is such a noob.
I was about to make up an answer. I really can't tell you. I can take a guess, but I can't really tell you why. Normal banks are not allowed to be investment banks. If you're a normal bank, you're not allowed to make risky investments. Well, at least you weren't after Dodd-Frank. I don't know if that got rolled back or not. I don't remember. So you're limited in what you can do. I also don't know if you can engage in like, can you do shit like fractional reserve banking if you are if you're investing the money in conventional credit or like in conventional investments? I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. Destiny, it's funny when you stop talking when you know you can't win the debate. I know. I'm sorry, Triggered. You got me, dude. I know who to look up in the apocalypse, my man. Discord is mad as shit. What happened? Hold on one sec. Car.
I know. We don't need the car though.
Okay.
We got this. All right.
Whoops.
All right. Hold on.
Okay. Well, we're leaving soon, so.
Where is that coming from?
It's at the top, but that's okay.
Okay.
It's not gonna harm us. We're in the circle.
Oh, following. I can host Mitch Jones to make amends, guys.
It smells nice. This is just a body mist. Look, it sparkles.
To make things right.
It's contaminating my lungs. Like, stop spraying that shit.
It smells good. It sprays
Just
good.
please stop.
I'll talk to you in Discord about this because you mischaracterized me, and I don't want chat to just make fun of me. Okay. No one in chat make fun of Triggered, okay? There. Banks sell mortgages because they get immediate money out of them to use how they want. Is that true, though? The bank gets money from who? What's your stock to bond allocation? I don't invest in stocks. I don't believe in invest. Well, if I'm buying stock, it's to play around with. But my money is in broad funds, which I think I've said like 20 times. Okay. Destiny, those are made up of stocks. Wait, what was he asking? Oh, Kirby, please kill me, Kirby. Why do they do this to me? Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. You're asking my stock to bond ratio. So you're asking of the ratio of stocks to bonds within the ETFs that I have? I have no fucking idea. What I do is I buy the thing that says S&P 500 ETF Vanguard. This is what I buy. I have no fucking idea what the internal composition of this financial instrument is. I don't know. Okay? But can you look it up? Okay, when I say I don't buy stocks, okay, what I mean when I say stocks is I don't buy individual stocks, okay? Look at that risk. Look at them gains. Oh, yeah. Do you think I should put extra student loan money into that Vanguard bond? I'm not going to advise you on that shit, dude. Figure it out, okay? Why did you choose the ETF over Vanguard's total stock market one? I don't fucking know. What's better, dude? Just tell me where to put my money, okay? And I'll do it, okay? Tell me where to put my money. I'll put it all. You want me to put it all in this? I don't fucking know, dude. The S&P 500 seems like a cool guy, all right? So I give him my money, and he gives me money back for it. Okay. I love you guys. I'll be back in an hour. And we'll play their billions. I don't know why we haven't started yet, guys. Why ETFs over mutual funds or the underlying fund? Well, mutual funds give shittier returns and are generally safer than ETFs, right? And then why not the underlying funds? Because I don't know if I've got enough money to distribute it properly, or if I could allocate to the different areas well enough on my own, right? Buying the ETF does that for you, doesn't it? You pay somebody else to manage it. Okay. Can you explain the difference between an ETF and an index fund? Nope. I have no fucking idea what the difference is. All right, I'm hosting Mitch. Be careful, guys. Rubino, Cappuccino, Pappuccino, Cappuccino, Pappuccino, Dabbuccino, Appuccino, Al Pacino, Mitcherino, Jones-arino. Okay, good luck, guys. How old am I? I'm 29 years old. Ancient.